growing up, it was me, my sister, and my mom.
Abortion. I think this is just incredibly important filmmaking in destigmatizing the medical procedure, especially with the current climate in the US of Roe v. Wade. Um, just having people speak up about their stories, how they got there, why they chose what they did, and guiding us through what the steps are from a medical professional really does destigmatize it, takes the mystery out of the way, and treats it like another procedure, just like you're getting a tumor out, just like another surgery, which I think is really effective. But I thought it was really well crafted, a great variety of subjects who were just open and honest and made for some authentic filmmaking and great informational filmmaking. So I hope that if anybody is struggling or with this decision, that they can at least watch this and get an informed and lovingly created piece.
All right, I just finished watching Abortion at Descartes, which I thought was a very timely and powerful piece based around women who have gotten abortions that they perform themselves, self procedures, and sort of the backdrop and the historical realities of this women's rights issue in general. I thought it was a great piece, not because it's timely of what's going on right now, but because it had come out prior to Roe v. Wade being overturned, and you can see a lot of sort of the fears and the pressures and the complex dynamics behind it sort of being reflected within this piece even before the overturning of Roe v. Wade, and sort of reflected sort of America's backwards approach to this issue, to women's rights issues in general, bodily autonomy. And I thought this piece had a really great way of creating a sense of compassion and humanity for the women on screen, allowing the piece to have a really great sense of heart and an appreciation for how difficult this process is and how poorly America in particular handles it. So I thought it was a great piece, powerful, and definitely something that works as both a call to action and as an informative vehicle to highlight an issue that's clearly very important and affects half the world, really. So it was a very strong piece, from my opinion.
This film is called Abortion at Descartes. Wow, what a touching short from the US. We hear from a wide variety of people about self-managed abortion. It was quite eye-opening to hear that it has been available for quite a while in other countries such as India, whereas US has been slow to come to the table. So many heartfelt interviews of people telling their abortion stories and showing genuine concern and care. Fascinating historical drawings and eye-opening abortion restriction maps in the US. I think the gentle piano soundtrack works really well with this film. This is a must-see, especially given the fact that the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade just 5 months after the film was made. Well done.
Abortion at two cards. This is a film we need. It's a film that we need films like that because many people, many especially politicians, they just keep trying to keep their eyes closed and don't see the issue and don't see the fact that we are in 2022, we are not in the Middle Ages anymore, and anyone is allowed to do whatever they want with their body. Although nowadays, as we see in America, for example, we have plenty of new rules being implemented by the government, basically wiping the right of having an abortion. And I think the film was very strong, especially we see these interviews between all these women that had at some point had to have an abortion, and they discovered this online pill, which is basically something that can change many people's life. So you do an abortion without having to go to a clinic and obviously suffer a medical, basically, yeah, medical surgery nearly. I mean, because obviously having an abortion is not like just drinking a glass of water. Is something that is gonna be, is gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt, and it might even lead to serious serious health problems, you know. So I think it was a great idea to shine a light on this subject and the possibility that there can be abortion just using a pill, and it can be bought online, and there are many places in the world where it can even be bought at the local pharmacy, just like that. I think it was good, and I think also that the usage of interviews and B-rolls, etc., etc. Everything just added up to the final result of the film, and which was absolutely stunning. Congratulations.
So I just got done watching the film Abortion, Add to Cart. I thought this film was great. I thought it was really solid filmmaking, and I enjoyed watching it. I thought this film was informative and illuminating. It makes a strong, compelling, nuanced, thorough case for the abortion pills. And it's just a very well-informed, self-aware film. I really love the moment where it cuts off the political news clips. It cuts the politicians off short, and then instead turns its attention to these women, and it gives a platform and a voice to a number of women and experts in the film. And I just thought that aspect of it worked so well and was really powerful. I love how this film it's about serious subject matter, and it treats it really seriously. But ultimately, it's positive and uplifting and hopeful. So I love that as well. Um, Overall, I thought that it was just a really strong film, and well done to the filmmakers.
Abortion at Dakar is genuinely moving and really informative. I think seeing all those women struggle for bodily autonomy and self-determination, and seeing how much it means to them, is really empowering emotionally. And the film does a great job of educating, but also exploring what gets in the way of this education. It's really interesting to see, how like government regulators and big pharmaceutical companies and the FDA and all that stuff are really what get in the way of women understanding and being educated about their bodies, their health, their autonomy, and preventing them accessing that. I think it shows that in a question of human rights versus profit, the big powers, the powers that be, always side on profit, which means that in the end of the day, self-regulated abortions, self-managed abortions are the only way to take back control, actual body autonomy. So I think that makes the film itself really important. In a way it explores how society demands that women still submit to authorities in order to get access to healthcare. That's resonant and really important. And despite what's going on in terms of abortion stuff in America, it's still really inspiring to see these large networks of women who are all helping each other out, trying to ensure everyone gets safe abortions, even if government regulators deny them. So even though you might be living in sort of despairing times, the film has a sense of kind of potent hope, which I think was very powerful.